to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, it's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Running on first down, Eckler. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head front, touchdown, Chargers! DeAndre Carter, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd and 2. Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson letting one fly deep for Cooper. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Finding Carter on the slant. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Herbert on 1st down now. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here.
J.C. Jackson normally in coverage, this time coming up and making a stop behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 4th down, Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Watson off play action. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Again, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Watson on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And from the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. Here's Watson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got...
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert under pressure. They got him again. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12. Herbert.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here comes Grant on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Watson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Herbert. Caught on the slant. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 2nd and goal. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Carter for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They give to Chubb out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on fourth. It would be 58 yards from here. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Chubb. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get...
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play, that's a -4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On third down, here's Eckler. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Returnable for Grant.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.